A lot of people taking advantage of this warmer weather, soaking up all that sunshine.
But with the spring temperatures comes tick trouble. In one Louisville community, neighbors have been flooding their local Facebook pages with concerns about ticks. One person posting they found 3 ticks on their dog. Another neighbor says they found 6 so far, and one calling on her husband. Someone else chimed in saying they've been here their whole life and have never seen this many ticks. Sarah Horbakowitz is your reporter in Boulder County and is getting answers for you tonight.
So Sarah, for such a small little insect, there's a lot to know.
Yeah, and being from the Northeast myself, and for a lot of new Coloradans, the first thing you think of when you think of ticks is the Lyme disease. But the state health department here says there is no Lyme disease in Colorado ticks. Still, as more people travel and pets travel elsewhere, they may need to be treated here. And so doctors and vets here in Boulder County are keeping a close eye on the insect.
I woke up this morning to a bunch of posts on Facebook about ticks. I just feel like I have the heebie-jeebies just thinking about them.
6 months ago, Kelly Kudis and her family left their Chicago city life behind for Boulder County. Now she's researching new friends that lay in the trails.
Where do ticks live? How do I avoid them? Do I need to be worried about them in my backyard?
These are all questions Dr. Jill Carnahan hears from her patients in Louisville.
Many people have wooded backyards that can be sources of ticks. They like to kind of jump off the tall grasses onto our clothing or onto our skin.
And with tick season generally starting now through July, Dr. Carnahan is spreading awareness for the growing problem and urging protective clothing on the trails.
What we're seeing is every year the incidence of tick-borne infections is just exponentially rising. Understand that a tick bite, even a spider bite, some of these things can cause an infection. It doesn't have to be Lyme, but it could still be just as serious.
Different illnesses can come from different ticks. Some symptoms can be flu-like, fatigue, and achy joints. And it's possible to see similar bite reactions in both humans and pets.
This is Azul, my personal dog.
At Louisville Family Animal Hospital, Thomas Schroyer sees his fair share of the insect.
The primary place you're going to look and where we find the majority of them are when we're doing like a standard ear exam. Another place we see them a lot is on the neck and on the shoulders.
He recommends that dog owners regularly check their hiking companions and stay up to date on oral and topical preventative meds.
What happens as a topical is on the market longer, the ticks and fleas tend to develop resistance to that. So the researchers and the drug companies are constantly trying to stay at least one step ahead of the parasites.
No one is saying you should avoid the trails this spring. Just make sure insects don't hitch a ride.
We moved to Colorado to be outside and be in nature, so we plan on doing that. And I will definitely be checking them like at bath time and their hair to make sure that they don't have something creepy crawling.
Yeah, getting checked is the big message I heard from professionals today. If you do find a tick latched onto your child, your pet, or even yourself, you can send it off to get tested. But doctors say symptoms may not show up right away, and it's best to talk to a professional about treatment. Reporting in Louisville, Sarah Horbakowitz covering Colorado First.
So much great information. Sarah, thank you.